Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Mouthpiece Entertainment Movie Review. I am Nick P.
And I'm Diana. So today we are covering Resident Evil.
Welcome to Racoon City.
Yay! Which actually I was really excited for and didn't disappoint.
Not at all.
The storyline for this one, I didn't really play the games very much, but from what I understand, it is much more similar to the game compared to the other movies. So if that was one of your complaints, then look no longer.
You're welcome.
And so Raccoon City. So they're the sister and the brother are both from Raccoon City. They are Claire and can't remember the name. It's Chris, right?
Chris and Claire Redfield.
There you go.
The Redfields have been in almost all of the Resident Evil games. Yes.
The only name I ever remember is Wesker. I don't know why. But anyways, so Claire and Chris are both siblings, and they grew up in the orphanage in Raccoon City. Well, Umbrella Corporation is shutting down the city. They're leaving their city and setting up in a new location. And essentially, this is just the fallout from Umbrella leaving one area and trying to cover up their absurdities and moving to a new area.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it. And so along this journey, we, of course, get introduced to their team. And who, again, is playing Leon Kennedy?
Avon Joyga. Jogaya. I can't even say his name. It's Jogia.
Well, I'm going to tell you, he damn near stole the whole movie for me.
Yeah, I did not expect him to make his character the way that they did. I liked the story, period. Overall, I thought it was awesome how they incorporated the whole orphanage part and the way that they did the small town feels of a city, but then also terrifying. It was scary. Like, I jumped many times. I thought it was scary. I actually want to watch it again in theaters before it goes away. Hint, hint.
This was when I first heard that this movie was being made, and it had nothing to do with Mila Jovovich's character, Alice, from the original movies, I was hesitant to watch it.
Yeah.
And then I saw the cast that they brought on, which was Kaya Scodelario, who you may remember from a myriad of things. What I remember her from, and also with Nicholas Hoult, was from a TV show called Skins.
Oh, that's right. She was in Skins.
Yeah, and so from then on, you saw what she and Nicholas Hoult can do. So I knew when they chose her for Claire Redfield, this was a solid choice. Then I find out they casted Robbie Amell.
Who I always like. Him and his cousin look so much alike, it throws me off. The whole time I'm watching the movie, I'm like...
Him and Stephen Amell, for the longest, I did think were like brothers. Turns out they're just cousins, and goddammit, they're just great.
Yeah.
So you got Robbie Amell, you got Hannah John Kamen, or Kamen, however you want to say her name. You have, of course, Neil McDonough and Tom Hopper. I'm saying, with this cast, they casted nothing but people with massive personalities, and goddammit, it paid the hell off.
It worked very well. Because I know from what we've talked about the games, and you say that the characters don't really have much personality. It's more story driven and graphics and scare tactics in the game, but they have a whole bunch of personality in the movie, which is appreciated.
If you play the games, you have fond memories of them being tough, brash, awesome people, but when it actually comes down to it, when you play that stuff now, they have no real personalities. They are very one-dimensional characters in the game, but in here, they are fully fleshed out human beings with actual backstories, actual goals past just making it through the night.
Yeah.
And it actually comes through. Like this whole dynamic between Claire and Chris being estranged, and Claire just happens to show up while all this is going down. This is just giving us solid 80s good horror, and I love it.
Oh yeah, definitely. The practical effects were they were great. I liked it. It was gory. They're very bloody, and then the practical effects for the zombies. Like there was one creature in particular in the orphanage that was my favorite. I just loved her whole aesthetic.
Yes.
And her costuming and makeup was great. I really liked that. The CGI, on the other hand, the computer animated graphics were left a little bit to be desired.
This is definitely, in my opinion, going to go down in the annals of awesome movie plagued by bad CG. Mm-hmm. But this is definitely a movie that needs to be seen, and it's going to get mainly just left in the dust, kind of like the fantastic movie Dread.
Oh my god, I love that movie too.
Since there was already a series before this that left a bad taste in people's mouths, they are going to want to move away from this one.
Yeah.
And if you see a quick glimpse of a trailer and you see the terrible CG, mainly with the liquids, the CG is not great. But it's the liquid CG that you see that's the most offensive.
I agree.
If they see a quick glimpse of that, they're going to say, oh my god, this is definitely not worth my while. The Resident Evil film franchise needs to die. No.
Yeah.
The way that they let everybody mesh, gel, and have actual stories that make you care about these people, you are going to be doing yourself a disservice by missing this out.
I agree. I don't think that the computer graphics take away from the movie, like, enough for it to not be worth watching.
100%. This is definitely one where it is more substance over style. And even then, I feel disrespectful by saying that because the atmosphere in this movie was excellent.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like that creepy small town, like when you're driving through the middle of fucking Kansas, and you know the population's 400 people in this town. Yeah, you felt that.
You definitely felt that.
I was like, oh, everyone at this high school is white. Yeah.
And again, and that is one of the things that I really enjoyed about this. Leon S. Kennedy, you would expect his normal blonde hair, blue eyes self walking up in there. No! Spanish guy.
Yeah.
You would expect Jill Valentine's blonde hair, blue ass to walk up in there. No! Hannah John Coleman.
Yeah, she was hottie.
I was greatly appreciative of what they brought to the table above everything else. Because Leon S. Kennedy basically getting turned into the Shaggy of the group.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking worked. Because you got to remember, you like looking at Velma's ass. You deal with Daphne.
But you're there for Shaggy and Scooby.
You're there for fucking Shaggy and Scooby. And he gave us great Shaggy, a.k.a. Leon S. Kennedy.
Oh, and Fred's ascot, just saying.
Well, they got rid of that for a little bit, but that's besides the point. What they did in this film was great. What they gave us in the Birkin family was very interesting. It is a very interesting thing, a very interesting direction that they went. And
yo, the freaking dad was the dad that was played by what's his name?
Neil McDonough.
Oh my god, he's such a good villain. He's really like the epitome of fuck everybody except for my work. In
oh
this,
my god,
like he gave no fucks. Oh
which,
my god.
Which again, you being somebody who has not played the game, you picked that up.
Yeah.
Me being somebody who played the game, I knew that's how he was, but the way Neil McDonough gave it to us.
Oh man, it was brutal.
Perfect.
I was like,
freaking perfect.
Damn. He's like, fuck my family.
Like, and then on top of that, and you know what? I almost did not give flowers to Donald Logue.
Oh, the guy who played the captain?
Played Chief Brian.
Yeah, the chief. There was.
Yeah, Brian Irons.
Oh, he was fucking funny.
He is phenomenal. There is a method in these movies where instead of giving you visuals of the backstory, they tell you what it is.
Yeah.
And the way he gave us a lot of story, it was a very interesting and great way.
Oh yeah, because he would like tell everybody's fucking business. In the staff meeting, everybody's business got fucking told by the chief. I was like, good damn.
And his delivery of it was great.
It was funny, yeah. He was definitely the comic relief of the movie, and it fit well. It was well done.
Everybody was solid. Even the soundtrack, because you got to remember this is America 1998.
Yeah.
So they had music from the 90s, and it was all...
Oh my god, what was it, Jennifer Page Crush? When they played that song, I fangirled so hard. I'm like, yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, my favorite character in all the Resident Evils was always Wesker. They did change Wesker's story up in this, and you know what? It did not hurt it one iota. I loved it. I loved what they did with Wesker.
Yeah, but they still made him like a scumbag, like always. Like.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He kept that energy, but in a very different way. Because in the game, he's a completely different beast. But in this one, I freaking loved it. So yeah, this one, again, the very personality-driven movie, non-stop callbacks and Easter eggs to the game series. So, you not being one of the people who play the games, you loved it. Me being a person who's been there from part 1 all the way, even through the weird first-person shit that they gave us, all the way to now. I enjoy this stuff. I picked it up. We can only say with the weird kind of goat simulator CG physics that they gave the bloody liquids. Overall, this was a great movie. This is proof that you don't need a huge budget
or a huge cast
to deliver some really solid stuff. Like when Chris gets pinned down.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What they did with the lighting, how they did that scene, it was phenomenal.
It was pretty cool.
Personality, people that know what they're doing behind the goddamn cameras, people who actually appreciate the source material. You get a movie like Resident Evil. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, overall, I'm going to go with only because they left out somebody that I really wanted to be in there. I'm not going to say who or what. I am going to go with a 7.5.
And I'm going to easily give it an 8 because I don't follow the games like that hardcore. So for me, it was just easier to enjoy probably because I didn't have that bias.
You didn't have that connection. You didn't have that expectation that normal fanboys have.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it because Wonder Woman, I flipped the fuck out. But but no, this one, yeah, it was very enjoyable. Easily an 8 for me. I plan to see it again, and we're probably going to end up owning it. So
definitely, 100%. Well, yeah. So from Mouthpiece Entertainment, I'm Nick B.
And I'm Diana. Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace.